Welcome everybody. Welcome to the madness. It's madness here today in the den of Randy's. That's nuts. It's nutsy, nutsy, nuts. All right, that right there you're looking at right there is my weigh station. My weigh it out because I'm doing my bismuth trickus. So then we go over here. It's gonna be wobbly because I got the stand and everything. I got the whole operation. I got it cooking. I got it melting down right here. Sorry about the disaster. Try to get you in the shot. Get in there, get in there, get in there. See it, see it, see it, believe it. And zoomage. No zoom. There. And yes. I am there. Alright, here's what we got. This is 20 grams bismuth, 30 grams of just lead, pure lead. Not leaded solder, not anything, just pure lead. I have, as you can see how black and just like, it looks, how do you want to say, greasy? That's just a lot of flux that I had in there. It's out of a rosin pancake flux, I guess you could call it almost. It comes in a plastic can instead of the tin. And I'm just finally melting down my last couple pieces of lead in the whole mix, the molten mix, because I got bismuth in here with the lead. And the only other thing I could ask for would be what the hell, borax, but I don't have any. In fact, I'm gonna actually probably shoot a text here in 1 second to see if I can't get some real fast, because that cleans it in some odd way. And that's it. But this is my first attempt at kind of a bigger production of it. The big thing I want to make sure I do is mix it, because you could just see the lead was just totally separate from the bismuth. It even melted a little different, and then it finally got going. I can see here that it's going to be a little bit dirty, and all I want to do, I already got this. Actually, it's this right here, this tray up here, and this piece of metal. It's just a little tiny dip. I want to pour it in there, and as it runs down and flattens off, it'll just be a little bead of solder, basically, after it hardens. And that's all I want. I already went down through it with WD-40, just hopefully enough that it won't burn it off, and it'll stick. It'll stick there. Here's a piece of, it must have been brass, copper, something nasty. Borax, or is it boratic acid? Boratic acid. Boratic acid, I think was it. Let me see if I have any. I don't know if there's any in this set. Boratic acid. I think that's how it gave it the name borax, was boratic acid. I almost wonder if it's not in cleaners, like good cleaners. Borax powder! No way! Are you kidding me? There's no way I thought that would work. Alright. Yeah, I got my science kit out, doing science. There's nothing much scientific really about it. It's just me doing something. Alright, I do not need a lot of this. It's actually just a sprinkle, and it actually like kind of cleans it, I guess. You can get the cap off. And I gotta see what the heck it looks like in here. I have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna try to bang it around, shake it up. It's just little pebbles in there. Looks like salt with flour. Alright, probably don't need the heat up as high from the air, but the thing that really moves this along is the big old soldering iron here. I got it again from the dumps. The cord was bad. I just put a good cord on it. You just slowly just keep melting and keep melting and keep melting, and next thing you know, the whole ball is melted. I actually had to make some because I was running out. trying to see if there's any garbage in there. It seems to be pretty clean. Yeah, basically this is just the low melting temperature solder. It works so well for pulling chips and that. I'm actually either going to pull it with the, oh yeah, mangled it up good. Clean this. Yeah, just a little sprinkle. Mix it up a little bit more. That's what helps really, I guess, drive the impurities to the top. If you ever seen a, what is it, how can it never think straight? It's unbelievable. This whole week has been like that. That's why I go like 2 weeks without making a video. It's very frustrating, but it's not your guys' problem. Oh, a pot. The pots that, solder cooker or whatever they call them. Solder pot. They gotta skim the top. Well, sometimes if you put in boric acid, borax, that's what helps bring that crap to the top, I know. It's not very critical with what I'm doing here. Want it hot but not too hot. Want it just right. Probably keep that there. And it's got a little spigot on the end. Make sure this is good and clean. And cook that borax right off of it. Yeah, right now if you had something, you had to pull off a solder, off a breadboard, off a PCB board, if you could get it on there, yeah, that works good. Once the lead touches the legs. Now I'd really love to get a little more flux into it, but I think it's going to be a little too hot. Rosin. Yes, you call it rosin cake. That's what this is. Let's see what it does. It didn't burn it off, it melted into it, which is, can't complain about that. Yeah, it doesn't really get into it. You can see it. Yeah, it brought some crap. Actually, either brought some crap loose or did something, because it was worth a try. That's probably why it has a core. It's got to have its own entity to dwell in. Making up stuff as I go inwards. I'm sorry. I'm very distracted right now. Hard to do a video that way. Okay, let's see. This is just a practice to get where I want to be without pouring it on myself. I know I really should have glasses on, but alright, I think I'm going to pour it right there. There should be enough of a level pitch to run it that way. I just want to clean there out so it has a nice, it's not picking up more crap as I dump it. There it goes. Maybe I'll look for some glasses quick. That's a piece of solder. Yeah, if that splashed, that would be a... I'd be hating life. These will work for now. I want to stay. Ow. Yeah, I'm burning my junk off. Ain't fun. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep cooking more junk if I keep doing this. I just wanted to make sure that the other side was hot too. Hot enough. So it didn't cool in the ladle as I started pouring it. Now I got to put this in there. Probably keep it going while it'll start cooling. Yeah, there we go. Don't want it to cool too fast. That's the only issue. I think we're good to go here. Again, with the bismuth in it, it helps it. So here we go. I'm going to pour it. Don't pour down my... Ah, shit. Yeah, I gotta... Need it hotter. Quite a bit hotter, as you can see. I hope you can see that. It started solidifying before I even got to pour it there. Need to jump the temp. See if I can't get you better in the shot. Pouring it is going to be awkward because if it leaps over here, it's going to want to run down. I think I'll get a magnet, maybe 2 square magnets, put them back to back right there, so if they bridge, like make a dam, if it bridges up against it, it won't run down, because that could be a little bit of a cluster if I do that. To stay just for a second there. Magnets for cluster. Pour it right there. Right there. I want to put a level on it. Make sure it is coming this way just a little bit. Just enough to drain down if I get lucky. I'm kind of hoping to get lucky with it. Oh my gosh. It's almost too good. I think I'm going to leave it. I think it'll run. I think it'll run. Need this thing off of here. So I'm gonna hang it and then start pouring. I hope it's pouring right here. That magnet triggers the thing that, as it's it thinks it's racked. This magnet's in the way, you gotta be kidding me. Just hopefully it runs better. Get it nice and warm and then I think I'm about ready. Stick it and drain it. Oh, it did not run at all. It's taking a big dump, like a bird shit. Wow, it took a big bird shit. Are you kidding me? Could have been a lot worse, I can admit that. It had disaster written all over it, but could have been a lot worse. So there's fail. Big fail. You know you failed when your project looks like a big turd. Yeah, it cooled right down. Did it stick? Yeah, it's stuck. Not horrible. How could it go that molten that quick when... I think I need more bismuth if I was going to guess at anything. It should have not have gone that molten that quick. You know, I understand that this is cold, but the other time I did it, I just poured it into just a coffee sheet. Just held it, had it on an angle and dumped it in the center and it went psh. And man, it laid it out. This is what I'm looking for, is like about this size. It'll run, the darn thing, it'll run right down through. The other time I did it, it was like this long. You know, about that long, one piece. It had like a little thin spot here, that was it. I broke it in half just so I didn't have two long pieces. See, otherwise you're trying to get off of this big chunk and it's a big kind of pain, you know. Let me try to clean this up a little bit. Get some of the garbage, debris. Then that has to definitely be cleaned. See if this'll... This wasn't too bad. You can see it's pretty clean. As you can see, it's this one that it's got some smudge on it. It's got that nasty stuff that's in the bottom. Yeah, you can see there's some copper. Yeah, you can see this is smudgy. See that? Smudged up. A little bit nastified. And these pieces. So I'll clean that and regroup. Try to figure out what went wrong. What was the big failure? See now, I just almost thought of that too. That would have been dumb. I got Comet right over there. I was gonna grab Comet, and it's Comet with bleach. Well, if you start cooking off, burning off bleach, it's not good. I believe it's, what is it, That is bad. There's something really nasty. Chlorine. Is it chlorine gas? I believe that's what it is. And if it is chlorine gas, that's the same stuff I believe they used in World War II, so, or World War I in the trenches. Not good. That was the stuff that would make your lungs fill with so much juice that it's disgusting. You would you choke on basically your own phlegm and mucus. They did. It was disgusting. I'm pretty sure that's what chlorine gas did. It's a little different than the mustard gas, or unless they're the same thing. Who knows? I know enough to be dangerous. I'll put it that way. That's the scary part. So don't take any of this to the store. Alright, we'll get her back cooking here. Let me give you guys a timeout. Timeout.